half human, half fish, called Daga.
The most complex, intricate animal call I'd ever heard.
Explore a world where fantasy meets reality, where the depths of the ocean hold secrets beyond our wildest imagination. These encounters defy the boundaries of our known world, uncovering evidence, sightings, and whispers that speak of real-life mermaids. So join us on a mesmerizing journey, exploring the world of 15 spine-tingling mermaids. Number 15, Guy finds mermaid skeleton washed up on the beach. You are going to be spellbound by this extraordinary beach discovery that has sent waves of intrigue across the internet. Imagine yourself on a sun-kissed vacation, strolling along the sandy shores with your loved ones, when suddenly the unimaginable happens. A daring TikToker stumbles upon the remains of what appears to be a mermaid skeleton, a mystical creature believed to dwell in the fathomless depths of the ocean. Can you comprehend the awesomeness and excitement that must have surged through this intrepid explorer? With trembling hands, he carefully lifts the ancient remains, feeling the weight of history in his grasp. Awestruck, he shares his incredible find with his mother, who joins him in the realm of bewildered wonder. Together they embark on an impromptu investigation, examining every intricate detail, hoping to unlock the secrets of this enigmatic creature. But here's the twist that has captivated the online community. In a moment of both reverence and trepidation, they make a bold choice. They decide to return the mermaid's remains to the vast embrace of the sea, wary of the unknown consequences that might befall them should they keep such a mystical entity in their possession. Their swift departure leaves behind a lingering sense of mystery and a multitude of questions that demand answers. As their video spreads like wildfire across social media platforms, a chorus of opinions arises. Skeptics raise doubts, suggesting it might be a cleverly orchestrated ploy to amass virtual fame. Yet, amidst the skepticism, there remains an undeniable allure for an encounter with the extraordinary. Number 14. A dead mermaid discovered in Florida. In a shocking turn of events, the tranquil shores of Cat Pass, nestled along the picturesque west-central Florida coast, became the backdrop for an astonishing discovery that left even the most seasoned myth enthusiasts awestruck. It was a morning like any other, with the sun casting its gentle rays upon the glistening ocean waves. Little did anyone expect that a lifeless mermaid, a symbol of mystique and power, would grace the sands with her presence. As the world was still waking up to the dawn's embrace, an ordinary individual embarked on his daily commute to work, blissfully unaware that he was about to stumble upon a sight that would shake his very perception of reality. Lost in his thoughts, he traversed the shoreline when a peculiar glimmer caught his eye. With curiosity piqued, he approached the source of this ethereal radiance, only to be confronted with a sight that would forever change his life. There, sprawled upon the sand, lay a creature unlike anything he had ever encountered. A captivating blend of human grace and aquatic majesty. This enigmatic being possessed a lustrous fishtail that shimmered with hues as vibrant as an artist's palette, harmoniously intertwining with a human upper body. It was a vision that echoed the ancient tales of sirens, whose enchanting melodies lured sailors to their fates. Overwhelmed by disbelief and wonder, the witness swiftly reached for his phone, his trembling hands struggling to steady the device. With bated breath, he began recording the unfolding spectacle before him, desperate to capture proof of this extraordinary encounter. His voice quivered with a mix of shock and amazement as he struggled to find words to describe the mythical creature sprawled upon the shore, its beauty and mystery defying explanation. Unable to contain his astonishment, the witness finally made the decision to alert the authorities, convinced that this was a matter that surpassed the realms of ordinary human understanding. Science officers, intrigued by the unprecedented nature of the discovery, hurried to the scene, their minds filled with a sense of curiosity and trepidation. Gently cradling the lifeless mermaid, these guardians of knowledge carefully transported her to their secret base, a sanctuary of scientific exploration and unraveling mysteries. Behind closed doors, the mermaid would become the subject of intense scrutiny, an enigmatic puzzle that demanded answers. Researchers, armed with state-of-the-art equipment, embarked on a mission to unlock the secrets of her existence, peering into the depths of her otherworldly physiology and contemplating the circumstances that led to her untimely demise. Number 13. Kauai Point, Kauai, Hawaii. In 1998, a diver named Jeff Leisure reportedly captured photographs of a remarkable creature that people claimed existed off the coast of the Hawaiian island of Kauai. While he had heard of her before, most individuals who frequented those waters had only heard stories and never personally encountered her. However, that morning, everything changed for Jeff. While diving, he heard people on a nearby boat suddenly screaming. Curiosity piqued. He swam over to investigate. To his amazement, Jeff saw what appeared to be a naked woman with long, flowing hair and an exceptionally beautiful face. Allegedly, she was mere feet away from him. Around 10 individuals on the boat also witnessed this extraordinary sight. The mermaid, as described, moved with such incredible speed that it became clear she could not have been a human. She swam alongside dolphins, and as she leaped into the air, Jeff's heart was overwhelmed. Half of her lower body was covered in scales, seamlessly transitioning into a magnificent fishtail. Interestingly, this mermaid seemed to have a mischievous side, as Jeff later recounted that about 30 to 60 minutes after their initial encounter, she playfully brushed against his body before swiftly swimming away. According to Jeff's website, the images he captured of the mermaid underwent analysis by 3 photo labs, all of which concluded that the photographs were genuine and unaltered. Jeff considered himself fortunate to be the one who finally shared with the world what had been known for half a century: the existence of the Kauai Point mermaid. Number 12. Columbus and Caribbean mermaids. Christopher Columbus, renowned as one of history's greatest explorers, is credited with introducing Europeans to the New World, now known as modern America. Throughout his voyages to the farthest reaches of the globe, Columbus witnessed many remarkable sights. Among these experiences, he encountered what he believed to be mermaids during his journey to Rio del Oro on January 9, 1493. According to Columbus's records, as he and his crew sailed, they spotted not just one, but 3 mythical creatures swimming alongside their ships. However, contrary to the popular legends, these mermaids did not possess the captivating beauty often associated with them. Instead, Columbus described them as having the lower part of a fish and the upper part of a human, with various facial features and brown skin. Columbus's account of encountering the mermaids further reinforced the belief in their existence, as he was a respected member of society and had recently discovered the New World, also known as America, just 6 months prior to this mermaid encounter. However, this might be false because many postulated that what Columbus saw were neither mermaids nor humans. Most likely, Columbus encountered manatees and whiskered underwater heifers that weighed thousands of pounds. You might be wondering how anyone could mistake a large, slow-moving marine mammal for a half-human, mythical creature. Anthony Piccolo, a professor of literature at Manhattanville College in New York, said some sailors at the time were so sexually hungry that anything even slightly crooked would pique their interest. Number 11. Mermaid spotted on submersible. During a submarine trip or underwater adventure, it is always advisable to be prepared for unexpected encounters, such as mermaids, as they are believed to reside in those depths. However, one crew member on a submarine did not believe in the existence of mermaids. In a remarkable clip, this crew member had a close encounter with what appeared to be a mermaid. The incident took place while the crew members were working on the submarine. The alleged mermaid seemed to be intrigued by the underwater vessel and decided to visit the crew member. The second camera on the submarine captured the extraordinary moment when a strange white hand was seen resting on the broken glass of the submarine behind the working crew member. Just seconds before he turned his head to look, a dark figure could be observed swimming away. If one takes a closer look at the video, it becomes apparent that the white hand resembles a human hand with 4 fingers. However, there is a net-like object between the 4 fingers, leading many to speculate that the creature in question was indeed a mermaid. Number 10. Mermaid in India. Perhaps this video will make you reconsider your disbelief in mermaids. A peculiar creature, worthy of being included among the wonders of the world, was captured by a group of fishermen on a riverbank in New Delhi, India. Although it appeared to be alive, the creature seemed weak from being in an unnatural environment for an extended period. On that faithful morning, the fishermen were casting their nets while sitting in their canoe along the riverbank, hoping for a bountiful catch. To their astonishment, they unexpectedly pulled out a creature with an extraordinary appearance: a fish-like head, a human-like body, and a fishtail. As soon as the video of this event was shared online, it went viral, causing a frenzy of amazement. Many expressed their astonishment, and some even inquired about the creature's current condition. However, not everyone agrees on the authenticity of the video. Skeptics argue that it could be a fake, created solely to generate online engagement, including likes and comments. Consequently, opinions vary regarding the veracity of the footage. What are your thoughts on this? Do you believe it to be genuine? Number 9. Mermaids in GOKWE, Zimbabwe. Mermaids have been an integral part of Zimbabwean folklore for centuries, often dismissed as mere stories by outsiders. However, in February 2012, the tales of mermaids in Zimbabwe took an unexpected turn when a group of divers working in a reservoir encountered a mermaid. These local divers had been commissioned to assess the condition of a planned dam in GOKWE, Zimbabwe. While submerged underwater, the divers were startled by a terrifying encounter with a mermaid. Filled with fear, the men immediately ceased their work and adamantly refused to return to the water. The situation became so dire that the country's Minister of Water Resources intervened. Initially, the minister believed that the local workers were simply succumbing to their beliefs, myths, and legends. In an effort to resume the project, a new team consisting of white men was brought in, as the minister believed they would not fear an imaginary mermaid. However, to the surprise of the new team, they also experienced harassment from what they could only describe as a horrifying siren. Frightened by this inexplicable phenomenon, the entire team promptly abandoned the site and vowed never to return, regardless of any amount of money offered to them. The mermaid, known as Mamba Muntu to the locals, had instilled such widespread fear that even boat owners and fishermen were apprehensive about encountering her. They feared her wrath for disturbing her dwelling place. Number 8. KAAIMAN Mermaid, South Africa. In 2008, South Africa experienced quite the splash when the infamous mermaid known as the KAAIMAN made headlines. A bunch of buddies decided to set up camp near a river and were enjoying their outdoor escapades when suddenly they were bombarded by loud splashing and pounding noises. Talk about an unexpected party crasher. Naturally, curiosity got the best of them, and they went in search of the source of this aquatic commotion. Lo and behold, what they stumbled upon was a woman floating in the water. But hold your seahorses, folks, because this lady had some seriously eye-catching features. Picture this. She was white, with long, flowing black hair that would make even a siren jealous. And her skin? It had this otherworldly shimmer like she just walked out of a disco ball factory. But here's the kicker. Her eyes were a dazzling shade of red. Yep, you heard that right. Red eyes. Not your everyday eye color, I must say. Now, one brave soul among the group, let's call her Nancy, mustered up the courage to approach this mysterious aquatic damsel. And what did she hear? Well, it wasn't some enchanting melody or a cheerful hello. No. It was a sad cry, like a wailing woman in distress. Cue the shivers down the spines of our intrepid adventurers. But, as luck would have it, faster than you can say, fish tacos. The mermaid vanished into the murky depths, leaving our friends scratching their heads in disbelief. You see, South Africans have their doubts about this KAAIMAN character. Rumor has it she has a knack for dragging unsuspecting folks beneath the waves and trapping them there with their most coveted possessions. Quite the swimmer, or should we say, swim stalker. Now the question on everyone's mind remains. Did they truly come face to fin with a legendary mermaid, or was it just an overly needy swimmer? The mystery lingers, and South Africans can't help but wonder if they had a close encounter with a legend in the flesh, or if they simply stumbled upon a creature with an affinity for stealing waterlogged treasures. Number 7. Dead mermaid found on the beach after hurricane. Mermaids have long been regarded as powerful and mythical beings, although they do not possess the same level of power as Mother Nature herself. In a particular instance, A mermaid became trapped in the midst of a hurricane, but unfortunately did not survive once the storm subsided. The aftermath revealed a peculiar-looking creature, presumed to be a mermaid, lying on a beach. As a hurricane storm swept through Fort DeSoto, Florida, posing a threat to lives and property, the residents were fortunate enough to escape without any casualties. After the storm passed, a resident ventured out of her apartment to assess the extent of the hurricane's damage. It was during this exploration that she stumbled upon the rarest and most remarkable creature in the world. The creature, later determined to be a mermaid, appeared to have been struck by a tree during the storm, resulting in its demise. It was discovered amidst a landscape strewn with trees and debris. Initially taken aback by the creature's appearance, the resident noticed its lifeless state and cautiously approached it. To her astonishment, she found that the creature had a human body fused with a fish's tail. Overwhelmed by the discovery, she quickly retrieved her phone and began recording the extraordinary encounter. Number 6. British Columbia Mermaid. In 1967, British Columbia, Canada, became a hotbed for mermaid sightings, captivating the locals. While mermaids are typically associated with the open sea, an extraordinary event occurred on the coast of Main Island in British Columbia. A ferry carrying tourists spotted what appeared to be a blonde woman seated on a beach. To their astonishment, this woman seemed to be topless, adorned with long blonde hair cascading down her back. However, the real twist came when they noticed that instead of legs, she possessed a long, graceful porpoise tail. Adding to the peculiarity, she appeared to be indulging in a raw salmon feast on the sandy shores, completely nonchalant about the curious gazes from the onlookers. To everyone's surprise, the following week, the mermaid was spotted once again, lazily lounging on the very same beach. However, this time, she hastily retreated to the water upon realizing that she had garnered the attention of a bustling crowd. The tale of the Main Island mermaid spread like wildfire, captivating the locals and igniting their quest for clues about her whereabouts. The frenzy grew to such an extent that the island's newspaper decided to offer a reward of $25,000 for any photographic or video evidence of the mermaid's existence. While some skeptics dismissed the sighting as a mere hoax intended to entertain tourists on the ferry, the supposed actor responsible for the mermaid act refused to come forward and claim the reward money. This intriguing twist led many to consider the possibility that this mermaid sighting could indeed be genuine, adding a touch of wonder to the story. Now, it's time for today's subscriber's pick. Introducing the majestic Sleeping Beauty of the riverbank. Looks like a massive mermaid lounging by the riverbank, dwarfing the surrounding people with her sheer size. Now, the burning question is, how on earth did this magnificent creature find herself on the riverbank? Did she lose her way during a midnight swim? Or perhaps she simply wanted to catch some rays while taking a little mermaid siesta? We may never know for sure, but one thing's for certain, her presence has certainly stirred up quite the commotion. If you came across this mermaid, what would you do? Would you dive right in for an adventure alongside her, hoping to capture a legendary selfie? Or would you prefer to observe from a safe distance, in awe of her majestic presence, like the people in the photo did? We'd love to hear your thoughts on how you would react to such an extraordinary encounter. Number 5. 18th century, Blackbeard's logbook. Edward Teach, better known as Blackbeard, is a legendary pirate whose name you might have come across in books and movies. However, Blackbeard was a real person who started his career as a privateer during the Queen Anne's War. After the war, he turned to piracy and named his ship Queen Anne's Revenge, as a tribute to his former employer. Blackbeard became one of the most notorious pirates in history, commanding a crew of 300, the largest pirate crew to ever cause trouble in the Caribbean. He grew so powerful that he would sometimes demand ransom for the release of captured sailors. As time went on, Blackbeard seemingly became less fond of his crew, considering them to be a liability. Some scholars believe that he intentionally scuttled his own ship to disband the crew. In 1718, the infamous Queen Anne's Revenge was run aground, and Blackbeard was captured and killed. However, before his untimely demise, Blackbeard had a terrifying encounter. According to his logbook, he claimed to have come across an area of beautiful yet enchanted waters. He ordered his crew to steer clear of these waters because they were said to be inhabited by merfolk. Apparently, Blackbeard had previously encountered mermaids who warned him never to return. Number 4. Orang Ikan, K Island, Indonesia. In the depths of history, amidst the chaos of World War II, an extraordinary chapter unfolded, shrouded in the enigmatic whispers of the sea. It was the year 1943 when the waters surrounding the Key Islands of Indonesia became a theater of both perils and wonder for a group of Japanese soldiers. Amidst the tumult of war, their eyes bore witness to a sight that defied the boundaries of belief: the elusive existence of mermaids. Mermaids hold a significant place in Japanese folklore, but an intriguing incident occurred during World War II in 1943, when several Japanese soldiers claimed to have encountered real-life mermaids off the coast of Key Islands in Indonesia. If this isn't scary, I wonder what is. According to the soldiers, the mystical creatures were spotted swimming in the shallow waters and even resting on the beach. One of the mermaids was described as being around 150 centimeters tall, possessing a pale human face, pink skin, and human limbs. However, it had spikes on its head and a carp-like mouth. These mermaids did not match the conventional beauty depicted in modern folklore. In Indonesian myths, they are referred to as orang ikan, which translates to fish people. A particular soldier, Sergeant Taro Ariba, reportedly heard about a dead mermaid washing ashore and confirmed their existence after witnessing it firsthand. Upon returning to Japan after the war, Sergeant Taro Ariba urged scientists to travel to Indonesia and study these mermaids. Unfortunately, his pleas fell on deaf ears, and no such research was ever conducted. However, in the past 50 years, there have been occasional sightings of the orang ikan in the area. Fishermen and boat owners have reported rare encounters with mermaids, further adding to the mystique surrounding these creatures. Number 3. Mermaid in Kiryat Yam, Israel. In the quiet town of Kiryat Yam, Israel, there have always been rumors about sirens. In 2009, the sightings reached a peak, prompting Mayor Shmuel Sisso to offer a reward of $1 million to anyone who could provide indisputable proof of their existence. Years later, in a stroke of serendipity, two intrepid travel vloggers found themselves standing on the very shores where myth and reality seemed destined to collide. As their cameras rolled, their eyes widened in disbelief as a peculiar creature emerged from the depths of the ocean. It appeared to be a seal at first, their minds grappling to make sense of the unexpected encounter. But then, as if guided by some ethereal force, the entity turned its gaze toward them, revealing a glimpse of its true nature. It sadly scurried away using its small arms. Some believe it was a genuine mermaid, while skeptics argue that the video was either digitally altered or a misinterpretation of a known animal. Others reported seeing a mermaid-like being, resembling a cross between a fish or dolphin and a girl, who would appear at sunset, perform tricks, and then vanish into the night. One of the first witnesses was a man named Cohen, who was with his friends when they spotted a woman lying on the sand in an unusual manner. Initially assuming she was just another swimmer, they approached her, but she promptly jumped into the water and disappeared. Everyone was astonished by what they had witnessed. Number 2. Mermaid spotted in Spain. Amidst the realm of the extraordinary, a blurry video surfaced, tantalizing viewers with the prospect of encountering a mermaid of an unusual hue. This mysterious footage depicted a creature, seemingly bluish-purple, perched upon a river rock, basking in the warmth of the sun. Were the tales of mermaid legends finally coming to life? Were we on the cusp of an extraordinary revelation? Alas, as the video played on, its blurriness evoked a sense of deliberate obfuscation, leaving room for doubts to seep into the minds of those seeking undeniable proof. Was the person behind the camera intentionally concealing something from us, obscuring the truth that lay within the murky depths of the footage? With an insatiable hunger for answers, investigators and curious minds embarked on a meticulous examination, determined to uncover the reality hidden behind the blurred veil. As their scrutiny deepened, the truth began to emerge from the shadows. It became apparent that the creature in question was not a mythical being, but rather a cleverly disguised human, masquerading in an elaborate mermaid costume. Curiosity, however, does not easily fade. Another twist in this watery tale emerged as the fourth camera on a submersible submarine unveiled a separate piece of footage capturing this mermaid impersonator in action. Questions multiplied, intertwining with the lingering mystery. Was this new revelation a mere confirmation of the elaborate hoax, or did it offer a glimmer of unexpected truth? Number 1. Diana Beach, Yukanda, Kenya. In a whirlwind of intrigue and digital sorcery, the vast realms of social media were set ablaze by a TikTok video that captivated the world's imagination. It was the year 2022 when this captivating snippet emerged, purportedly showcasing a remarkable encounter with a real-life mermaid on the sun-kissed shores of Diani Beach, Uganda, Kenya. The video spread like wildfire, leaving viewers simultaneously enchanted and bewildered. As the footage unfolded, we were transported to a scene teeming with anticipation and curiosity. Eager onlookers, armed with their smartphones, approached the enigmatic creature cautiously, their excitement palpable. With wide eyes and trembling hands, they poked and prodded, hoping to catch a glimpse of the extraordinary and confirm the authenticity of this mythical being. The mermaid, a diminutive figure reminiscent of a child with a mesmerizing, elongated tail, lay there, her ethereal presence evoking a mixture of awe and compassion. In the midst of the commotion, she sporadically waved her arms and tail as if yearning for help, tugging at the heartstrings of those who witnessed the spectacle. It was a moment that seemed to bridge the gap between the realms of the fantastical and the tangible. As the video gained momentum, spreading like a digital wildfire, the tale of the Diani Beach mermaid reached the ears of local authorities. However, their response was not what the world had anticipated. Denouncing the claims of this otherworldly encounter, they swiftly issued a statement, branding the video as a false depiction and dismissing the reports of an alleged mermaid sighting as baseless rumors. Additionally, a writer for Snopes, a fact-checking website, suggested that the video was likely a digitally manipulated composite. The footage likely consisted of genuine images of a dying fish combined with a digitally added image of a child, creating the illusion of a mermaid. And so we conclude our captivating journey through the realms of wonder and mystery, where the veil between myth and reality grows tantalizingly thin. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.